Yes, we've got a brand new sound pack here in Logic Pro for iPad, the Magnetic Imperfections Vintage Textures pack. And in this video, I'm going to tell you all about it. Let's go. Hi, my name is Pete. Welcome back to Studio Live today. Let's dive in and check out this brand new pack. Now, to get to these, all you need to do is here in Logic Pro with a project open. Over here on the left, tap on this, the Get More Sounds button. It's going to drop you into your sound library. Then tap on this one, Magnetic Imperfections, and then hit the Get button. I've already pre-downloaded, and full disclosure, it did take about 15 minutes to download. I don't know if that's just a server issue right now. You'll probably be fine when you go to download it. Once it's downloaded, we can dive into Logic Pro and check out these sounds. Oh, one more thing to mention before we dive in. You do actually get some additional options here in Logic Pro for iPad compared to GarageBand. GarageBand just has 280 Apple loops. We have 300 Apple loops, as well as 26 synth and instrument patches, 4 drum machine designer kits, and more than 75 drum samples, which I'm assuming are the drum samples in those kits. Now, that's mainly because those aren't supported features in GarageBand. Would it be great if we got new instruments and alchemy patches in GarageBand as well? Yes, but in this case, we don't. So I just wanted to mention this up front. And if you want to check out me looking at this pack in GarageBand, you can check out the other video linked up there and in the description. So let's get in and check out these sounds. I'm here in Logic Pro for iPad. I'm going to tap on the tracks view to start a new project. Now, the first thing I want to do is just create an audio track just so that we can get started, because we actually want to jump over here into our browser and check out these new sounds. Let's start with our loops. To get to loops, we go, funnily enough, to loops. Let's tap on loops there. Now, in order to filter these to just the sound pack we want, we need to tap here in the top right corner on the filter button. And here under sound packs, we need to scroll across until we find the sound pack that we want. And there it is, Magnetic Imperfections. So I'm going to tap on that one, and that's going to filter down to that pack. I can hit done now, and you'll see here, these are all of the different loops within just that one pack. To preview a sound, simply hit the preview button on the left. And to bring any of these loops into your project, simply tap and hold and drag across and drop on an empty track. Pretty cool. To add another sound, just find another sound you like. Let's try this aquatic studies pad here, and we'll tap and drag and drop that into another track. Now, here in Logic Pro, you'll notice that you also get told which key you're in. So this is important, because if we play these two together, that actually sounds kind of cool with that dissonance there. But let's just mute that one out and listen to just this pad sound. Actually kind of cool. And yeah, the original one there kind of worked with this one quite well. It kind of sounds like Picnic at Hanging Rock style sounds here. All right, let's loop this one out so that we have 2 lots here. We'll hit the loop button and we'll drag it out so that we just have a full arrangement here going all the way through. The other way you can use loops here in Logic Pro for iPad is, instead of actually dropping them here in your project workspace, you can drop them on the track header and then add them as a sample alchemy, a quick sampler, or a drum machine designer, and then you can play in your own parts using those sounds. Now, as mentioned before, the Logic Pro for iPad version also has some instrument patches that we can use. So once again, to get to these, we need to hit the filter button, go to sound packs, and do our same filtering again. Once again, we're going to tap on Magnetic Imperfections and hit done. And here you can see all of the different options that we can choose from. There's quite a few that we could actually bring into our project. Let's take a listen to some of these. You'll notice that some are actually the drums, whereas the others are our synth sounds. Now, if you get confused by that and you want only, say, the melodic instruments here instead of your drum hits, you can just say tap on synth here, and now we've got just our synth sounds. Let's take a listen to Faulty Memory by tapping the preview button. What about Escape the Grid? Empty Spool? That's kind of cool. Let's use that. Let's drag this one onto our track here. And now we can use this as our instrument. Let's tap in the bottom right here to bring up our keyboard, and this could work quite well with this track because it kind of have that creepy sound. Let's see if we can record in something that's going to work with these loops. A little bit weird, a little bit dissonant, but kind of fun. So we've created the start of our track here. Now we can actually use some drums because we have some new drum machine designer kits that we can use, as well as using the individual drum pieces from right here in the instrument patches. Let's show you how to use those. To add a drum machine designer track, what we need to do is tap the plus button here and add a new track. Let's tap on these three dots here under MIDI, and then under patch or instrument. If it's on something else, you'll need to come on down until you get to drums, tap that one, and then select drum machine designer. Now hit create, and it will create a drum machine designer track. Now by default, you'll have this synth kit, which is fine, but we want to check out one of the new kits that are included in this pack. So to get to those, we need to filter again. Yes, one more filter. We're going to tap the filter button there, scroll across here under sound packs until we find the pack. Tap there on magnetic imperfections and hit done. Now you'll remember from last time that it shows us all of the different instruments, the synths and the drums and everything else here. So what we need to do is filter down. We're going to first tap on drums to filter to just the drums. And then if we scroll across to the right here, we want to tap on full kit. So this is going to separate out our 4 full kits. So these are the 4 kits: our lo-fi cassette, noise reduction, soft decay, and tape deck. And then there's some partial matches. Don't worry so much about those. So to bring this onto our drum machine designer instead, let's grab, say, the tape deck kit, drag it across and drop it on our header. And now if we drag back up our kit, check this out. You've got all of the different drum kit pieces from this pack, from our kicks and snares to our rims, claps, toms, hi-hats, and a bunch of other sounds. So now we can play in some drums. The most complex, awesome drum part ever? No, not really. But don't forget, you can use these with your pattern editors, with your beat sequences, with anything where you're using your drums, and you can even use individual drums in your own drum kit designer kits. So there you have it, the Magnetic Imperfections sound pack. If you want your tape warbles, if you want your old school vintage sounds, this could be something to check out with all those Apple loops, the instrument patches, and those new drum sounds. Once again, if you want to check out the GarageBand version, check the other video in the description. If you'd like to learn a heap more about creating, recording, and releasing your best music in GarageBand or Logic Pro for iPad, check out the other videos down there as well. I'll see you next time. Hey, yo, what you think about that?